I'm sitting next to a woman who is a pace setter as far as Ghana music is concerned. She made a strong case for most of the ladies, or let me say divas, in the music industry. And what she has survived in all her years as a celebrity, trust me, it will certainly make some people fold. Belinda Nana Ikria Amwa, popularly known as MzBel, is my guest on Celeb Biz today. MzBel. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Thank you for hosting me.
I know, once MzBel's name is heard out there, it's all about music. But today, I know you're a businesswoman who has many things going for herself. So I just want us to focus on your businesses or your entrepreneurial side and just bring it to the fore. Because, I've heard about Bella's Pub. So I just thought, okay, Bella's Pub. But when I looked you up, I realized, CEO of MzBel Group, there was, is it Bell Media?
Bell Media.
Yes, Bell Media. And then I think there's foundations, and how many companies, or let me say businesses, do you have to your name?
I have Bella's Pub.
Yeah.
I have Bell Kids Playground.
Okay.
I have Bell Jam Records. And I have Bell Media and Bell Care Foundation. The foundation is not a business, so the businesses are four. The foundation, once in a while, we organize stuff to support the needy, or we go to an orphanage that nobody knows about. We promote it, make sure people know about them to go support them. And then we also send stuff to support them as well.
Amazing.
So I have four businesses.
Four businesses. The playground, definitely for kids to come around, play, and then the pub business where you have, that's interesting.
Adults coming to jam, have fun.
Exactly.
Enjoy live band music.
Yes.
Yeah. Enjoy me as well.
I know, right?
In various ways.
There's a live session too. You have a live band going on.
Yeah.
So, but Bell Media, what do you do?
We do production, TV production.
Okay.
I used to have a TV reality show, almost like the Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Okay.
So Bell Media does that. And then we also shoot Vox Pop. When there's something trending, we go out there and speak to people. We shoot commercials for people too. And we rent media equipment, cameras, lights, sound equipment, and stuff like that. Yeah, so basically that's what Bell Media does. And then the Belgium Records, you already know, it's a record label. Yeah, but I have put that on hold for a while because I keep getting disappointed when I sign people on. So I feel like maybe there's a lot I need to learn. So I'm taking time to learn about, actually being a record label. I know how to be an artist. I know how to write good songs, perform, but being a record label it's not as easy as I thought.
Is it a managerial bit, or is it disappointment from the artists themselves?
From the artists. They come in very humble, and once they do a couple of interviews, they feel like they know it already, and then they don't listen to you. Don't do this. They will say, okay, the next minute they are doing it. And because they are not very well known, you get into trouble. So there's a hold on Belgium Records. I'm helping people low-key. I have a recording studio, so I give it out for people to record for free. And if they come around, the recording studio is right here outside. Okay. So they come around, they need food, they get free food and free drinks, and they record. Transportation, once in a while I will support. If you don't like my resident engineer and you have your own engineer you want to bring to, that's fine. And I can share on my pages for you. If I'm going on a radio tour and you're available to come with me, you can come with me, but you won't be under my record label. So that's what I'm doing now. The record label is on hold.
And your business ventures reflect a diverse range of interest. And you're still in the limelight, I must say. A mother to all your adorable kids. How do you manage all these, ensuring that they all thrive well?
It's difficult. It's not that easy at all. I have people that I work with, so I make sure that I keep an eye on everything. Now it's not as difficult as it used to, because you can have cameras all over the place and you'll be aware and still monitor on your phone. You can do video call, WhatsApp, so it's a bit manageable. But before it was difficult. When I had Adepa and I have to manage my record label, and I didn't have the playground and the pub then, but I had my own music career and other small businesses. It wasn't that easy. But now with social media and technology, it's hard, but
I know the perception now that will be like, oh, this is MzBel's pub, MzBel is a celebrity. So do you have that advantage where being a celebrity will have people trooping in just to catch a glimpse of you?
Oh yeah. When we first started the pub and the playground, yes, people would just come here just to see that I will walk around, and then they can just look at me. Others too wants to take pictures. Others too want to hear you talk, hang out with you. And some people make it so difficult. They want all your attention.
Yeah.
Utu one step, almost on my team. But it's all good. It's fun. Some people get carried away and they want to be all over you. But I love this business because it gives people, my fans, the chance to come hang out with me.
Get up close.
Yeah, up close, unlike before.
But I mean, when you're mentioning your list of businesses, I mean, I once heard you talk about Michi Bellino.
Oh,
I mean, that. I mean, why did you just go like it?
It is survival.
No, what happened to that clothing line?
Ghanaians didn't patronize the clothing line. I don't know why. Some said it was too expensive, and others too will come. They take pictures of your designs and then they go and make it on their own. So I had clothes in the shop and nobody was buying them. And
wasn't it a marketing problem? Maybe marketing it to the right target group, or
I did, but it didn't work. It wasn't for me.
There's no way you're going to resuscitate
No,
that one.
not at all. Maybe for myself and a few people, but I won't make it like a business because I won't be able to.
So you had a shop, or let me say a boutique?
Oh yeah,
to that effect.
yeah.
And what was the range? The prices of the clothing in there?
Back then, it was 200 is the cheapest. 200 Ghana cedis is the cheapest. Because
that was, I think, somewhere 2018 thereabout, or?
Yeah, 2018.
2018.
200 is expensive.
200. Anyway.
Because then the clothes were coming from the UK and the US, and then some that we make on our own. The fabrics too come from outside, and it's expensive.
I see.
Maybe I should have tried African prints.
Probably.
Maybe I should have, but I'm not going back into that business.
I don't want to attend that one at all.
Ghanaians won't patronize. They will come there and take pictures and not buy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're going to reflect on your journey in the industry, you portray, or let me say, you are that symbol of a strong woman, considering all that you have survived over the years. I know you signed on to ambassadorial deals and the likes, but I mean, you've had your fair share of scandals too.
Plenty.
How has that affected you business-wise?
Well, business-wise, it's really broken me, because most brands don't want to be associated with somebody that is being negatively controversial. Anytime MzBel is trending, it's something negative, So it really affected me, and sometimes when I run into trouble, instead of the media reporting it into my favor, they make it seem as if you deserve it. They make the whole thing right. For example, when I had this incident at KNUST, it wasn't my fault that people attacked me after I finished performing, but they made it look like, oh, because of the way you dress, that's why you deserve it. And you see, it's really hard. It doesn't work for business, People want to associate with brands that are always trending positively. Once in a while, negative, fine. But all the time, beefing. Somebody's beefing with you and you are...
Would you say you've been misunderstood by many?
I lost a lot of contracts. I lost a lot of good friends because of all these controversial stories that keep trending about me. But now, I believe I'm on track, so...
So would you say it's a case of being misunderstood by many, or?
I think so.
People just don't...
People just have it in their head that MzBel is controversial. So whenever they read the headlines, they don't bother to read the whole story to know whether, okay, it's just a headline, but the story actually has nothing bad in it. They don't. They just read the headline, start judging you, and start writing their side of it. and it keeps going. And the internet, once something goes on, it's difficult to pull it out.
Definitely.
And it's all over the place, and it's like that. It's, yeah, I've been misunderstood plenty times, many times, all the time.
Well,
because I'm a very nice person, very calm. I'm not giddy like the way people think I am. I'm not so loud and disrespectful like people assume. I'm a very decent woman, but unfortunately, well.
Do you feel like you've done enough on your part to change that conception out there?
I have. And now things are beginning to work well in my favor. So I'm trying to stay in that lane, stay calm, stay out of controversial topics and discussions. You know, sometimes certain things are annoying. You want to respond, but you think about it, okay, they will know exactly what you are saying, but then they will twist it, give it a very bad headline, and the next morning, one very important person in your life will call, oh, why are you involved in this? You see? So you have to just swallow it and
you just
let it go, yeah.
But I think the issue of having a PR, let me say like a PR firm backing you comes in, because I've seen, on several occasions, you react to most of these issues on Facebook.
Oh, yes.
We see you going live. Yeah. Nowadays you have to, you break down on camera, everything.
Yeah.
Don't you think, you should have just sought some advice, professional advice?
I have a team that I work with. They've never been in support of any of that. But I'm home and I hear something and I just don't want to listen. I want to respond. I want people to hear my side of it, hear my truth. I want to get it out, and I end up being misunderstood or maybe putting it the wrong way. Yeah, my team has never been in support. I never asked for their opinion or anything. But now I'm listening. I'm a grown woman now, so.
Does that come with any regrets on your side? Do you regret anything?
I don't know. I would say no. I don't regret anything because through that I have learned a lot. So now I can mentor young girls coming up. Not just young girls. I can mentor anybody in the path of music when it comes to this things.
Let's touch on your mental health. How has all the scandals and issues impacted you? Has it taken a toll on your mental health?
When I was attacked at home by Am Roberts, yes, that's really affected everything. So I had to go for counseling. I had a psychologist that I have to see every once in a while, and up till now I haven't been able to get over it. When night falls, I want to make sure the doors are locked, burglar proof, intact, electric fence. You are sleeping, you wake up and you are wondering, is the electric fence on? And it's not that easy. It's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. But I'm working on it.
So
it's been ages, but apart from that, yes, you go online and see things that people say about you, and you can't sleep because you wish you could tell them your side, but you go and you check out who they are, and you're like, I can't even go tell this person my story. But then they are loud enough to make everybody believe that you are this person or that. It really hurts. And sometimes my son will go online and see it, and he gets disappointed and he doesn't understand why. And it really affects me mentally. It does. But like you say, I'm a strong woman, so I'm coping. I cry a lot though. I really do cry a lot. So now I try to avoid reading comments and paying attention to negative stories that are put out there about me. There hasn't been any in a while, so I'm just hoping that we'll continue like that.
Well, let's just talk about your background and the business and everything. I know you had some professional training in the media space. You've done some secretarial courses and everything.
Yeah.
But, managing all these businesses, it comes with a lot of financial knowledge and everything. How are you keeping your books? How are you keeping records? How do you go about it?
I learned everything. What I'm doing now, I learned everything on my own, and some basically online. And my experiences, you make mistakes, you fall, you go bankrupt, and then you learn from that mistakes, and then you start all over again. I basically keep starting everything all over again. I never give up. With this pub and especially the pub and restaurant business. It's like every day you have to start afresh. Every day, yes. But I am learning. I've done a media work. That's why I have Bella Media, because I can edit. So that then I'm able to manage it properly, because when I come and you are editing something that is out of the way, I can easily tell you, get this out of the timeline, put this here, drag this sound here, put this filter on, I like this transition. I understand that part because I trained for it. I got the training from TV3, from people who thought I had the potential. Cynthia, shout out to you wherever you are. Yeah, so that place I do well. I do very well. I'm able to manage it. But the pub and bar business, the restaurant is difficult. Basically, always doing everything all over again. You fall, you rise. You fall, you rise.
But what was the motivation to start a pub business?
I feel like it's another way of entertaining people. They come around, they hang out, they eat, they drink, good food, healthy food, and my fans get a chance to come and see me. And once in a while, when I feel like entertaining my fans with music, I can easily organize a concert here and invite people. So that's basically it. It's not so much about making money and making profits. It's about being able to entertain people in another way. Because at some points, I stopped doing music. Yeah, I started focusing on this side of, because I wanted to get it right. And I got the inspiration from Rihanna, how she gave up on music and started
building. Just to focus on the business.
Yes, and she's doing well. And I'm trying, you fall, you rise, like I said, but you keep going until you get it right.
So let's say roughly, what investment went into setting up a pub like this on the playground?
Some people say, I had some interview, this lady saying she invested 30 billion in bar and restaurant. I'm like, hey, let me there.
Inching towards the millions, right?
You don't need so much. Once you have the building, you don't need so much. It's a lot of money though, but I don't want to put figures out there. People will start misquoting you and yeah, so it's a lot of money, but not 3 billion. Not 30 billion.
Interesting. I mean, you mentioned the fact that you try to advise up and coming young ladies, or let me say the youth. There's been this issue with the music industry where people have bemoaned the low number of females in the industry. You as a pace setter, I mean, back then, Abiwanana, yourself, you brought a whole
Triple M,
as pace setters, seeing the way things are looking now, what's the future looking like for females in this industry?
I think the future, because every time you wake up, there's another male artist there. So it's like they are always dominating. But if the girls can come together and be working with each other more like the guys do, I think the future is bright. But mostly we like to do solo. I don't know why. I have tried several times getting some girls to work with, and they will always give you excuses and they never showed up, you know. But when you call the guys, they are willing to come. Yeah, so if we can come together as women, as girls, you know, to support each other, work together, you know, the future will be promising.
Being a celebrity in a country like Ghana.
A country like Ghana.
Yeah, I mean, I know
Ghana is hard, right?
You've been in
our
for
Ghana.
You've been in for a very long time.
Yeah.
What would be your reflection on that?
A celebrity in Ghana.
Yeah.
I don't know. It is how many years now? 19? 19 or 20, almost 20 years.
Has it been profitable?
Profitable. I'm okay. You know, I can afford anything I need, not everything I want. Like right now, if I want a private jet, I can't afford it. But Beyonce can afford a private jet, but I can't. A musician in Ghana. I don't know what to say. It's not that, it hasn't been that bad. is not.
Is it lucrative?
I don't know. I want to use the right words. You know, back in the days, how music is done, it's not the same now. Before your song comes out, you already have some chunk of money given to you. Producers who want to purchase the right of your song, so they will do the marketing, everything. All you have to do is just go and perform, and they will pay you. So the moment you come out, you are already okay. You can afford to rent a very decent apartment, have a cute car, and some money in your pocket. Now it's different, you know. And we never, a few people and myself, we never thought that things would change like this. So there are certain things we could have done to acquire
properties or more investments in the space.
I don't want to mention material stuff. They say 50-50. Let me just leave it there. 50,
it's been a win-win situation.
Yeah, win-win situation. I'm okay. I can afford everything I need. Not everything I want though. 50-50.
Yeah.
Now I'm so scared that when I'm answering questions, I say, oh, I say, Onika. I say, want me answer that. You know how Ghanaians are.
That's you holding back so much.
It's okay for my peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Yeah, it's healthy for my peace of mind.
Above everything.
It's healthy. Yeah. It's healthy.
I mean, being a strong woman takes a long way, taking risks.
Yes.
So, doing music, running businesses, and then you took that bold step to go into politics.
I didn't go into politics.
No, you didn't go, but you were involved in one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, you're actually doing politics too?
Yeah, yes. I supported my party, but, and it was my first time. I didn't.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was my first time coming out to say this and that, But I didn't consult anybody about how it's done, and if it's okay the way I'm doing it. I just went all out. I just went all out, and people misunderstood me once again. And I believe some choices of words I used to were not appropriate in that space. So I had a lot of backlash, a lot of hate. I lost a lot of businesses, a lot of friends. Hey.
Did you have political affiliation?
Oh, yes. So this time around, I'm trying to be very careful. I still love my party. I will still support my party, but
you're not going to come out openly and campaign?
No.
And you mentioned that up until former President Mahama came and returned to power, you were not going to release any music.
Well, it was a joke.
It was just a joke. I mean, we've seen. We've enjoyed some music from you, even though he's not back in power. So
yeah,
it was on the lighter side.
Oh, I was just joking. Oh, recently when I was pregnant, I did 2 songs, but it was just for people to laugh.
Okay.
It wasn't something to make money or perform with, but now that the baby is out of the belly, yeah, I will start working.
Expect new music.
Yeah, soon.
Awesome.
Before the end of the year, hopefully.
Should we eye some international collaborations, or is it just going to be you? I've
always been trying so hard to get Burna Boy to work with.
Oh,
but
awesome.
So hope if I get him. If I don't get him, then maybe I'm trying to get Don Jazzy to work with me. So let's fingers crossed.
Hopefully they'll get the message and
hopefully.
But have you put measures in place? I mean, to get in touch?
Oh
with
them?
Okay.
My team and them are in touch, but just that the requirements and there's a whole lot going on. So hopefully it's 70-30 from the way it looks now.
Okay.
So something from Nigeria and MzBel may come out soon.
I mean, I can't wait for that. I mean, two of the very best on a record. I really can't wait for that. Has there been any point in time where you wished for normalcy, or just wished you never enjoyed fame or anything?
All the time.
Really?
Oh yes. Sometimes it's nice. You're happy when people receive you well. Like when I went to the UK, people see me and they're like, it felt good, but then it felt weird too. And then at that point, I was happy, and at the same time, I wish I was not MzBel.
Yeah.
Because then you want to feel free and eat, and everybody is looking at you like they want to see how does she take the scoop, how does she swallow it. It's weird. It's
I can
weird.
imagine.
Yeah, sometimes you go into public and you want to use the bathroom and everybody is taking pictures with you happy and you don't want to use the bathroom because the people are wondering, hey, MzBel so what washroom? Like, I've had people even say that to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, every time I wish I was not MzBel. Not every time. Most of the time I'm like, I wish I was not a public figure so I could enjoy peace of mind, freedom. I love freedom.
Yeah.
I love to do things my way. But when you are a celebrity, you are required to do certain things a certain way. You can't hang out at certain places. You can't sit next to the watcher seller and eat your watcher. Say, hey, maybe I'm MzBel to the watcher no. And the yamu come no watcher no. You know, they put camera there and say to
Yeah.
You see, even the watcher seller will be amazed.
Yeah.
I think that you are broke, but it's just a lifestyle that I grew up with. You know, you want to just go to Mokola and buy something and bargain with all your strength. Oh, cheno, oh mabo neken. You know, it's fun. It's not like you can't afford it. It's nice. And sometimes you feel good when you're able to bring the price down and get it your way. You can't do that anymore when you're MzBel. Even if it's 1 cedi, they will say it's 5 cedis. And you are forced to get it like that. Hey, MzBel, I mean, beshka. It's not fun. It's fun, but it's not fun. Yeah, sometimes, most of the time, I wish I was a normal person. I didn't enjoy fame. Nobody will say I did that or I did this. People will not tell lies about me. People will not look for me and want to, you know, hurt me. But you know, when you're making the money, it's nice.
It's good. Yeah.
It's nice.
Cashing out and, you know, smiling to the bank.
Yeah, it's nice. You hang out with somebody a few minutes and it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I have a business and I know how much we pay people the whole month. But you will go hang out, just hang out, sit there and be MzBel. And the money you are making is like 100 times what somebody is making a whole month. So it's nice, but it comes with a price, so I guess.
So about how many employees do you have under your belt?
I would say 14.
14?
Yeah, you know, 14.
Creating employment for
It used to be more than that, but you know, as business is getting some way, you have to be tactful and make sure you don't lose so much.
So, I mean, is it just you overseeing everything?
No, I have a manager.
Okay.
I have a manager for the playground, for the pub. Belgium Records too, I have a manager. And the rest, I manage them myself.
Okay.
But then I check over everything. Every day, I have to make sure this person did this person. I have to run through everything. Most of the time, not every day.
I mean, you talk about, learning every day and trying to
learn
on the job. Should we expect to see you going back to school?
I tried and I realized it's not for me. I wanted to go back. I wanted to go back to school, NAFTI.
Okay.
But it's long. I'm going to pay money to come out and make money. I'd rather use that money to make money. It didn't make sense to me anymore. I'm not saying don't go to school. Go to school.
No, because you're talking about
everybody
as
can
a
go to
school. As a
I feel like I have worked so hard to make money, and I'm going to give the money to someone to teach me how to make another money. It ends the same place. She can't tell honor. You can have all the degrees, and at the end of the day, it's money. You may want some, respect and but it boils down to money. It won't.
I mean, Cardi B said something. I don't know if you've chanced on that video where she talked about the fact that she would really advise people to go to school and take up business courses. Because, even with the feat she has attained as a musician, she still has to employ business people to keep her books in check, her money and everything.
If we all have to go to school, how would the accountant make money? Somebody has things that I can't do. Like, I wanted to learn proper production. Because everything I learned on the field. People who were generous taught me. So I wanted to know the book side of it, how, Because, you know, you go for production meeting and they are speaking production English and you are
don't
lost.
yeah.
Then they will say something and I will ask again and again. And it's, so I wanted to, and it would be nice to say, oh, I have a degree and a diploma in this, blah, blah, blah. But the time and the money I have to invest in it to come out, to come and look for money again. And I like to be independent. I don't like to depend on any man. So I like to make my own money. I feel like I'll be sitting down in the classroom and money will be passing. So I have to come out and chase the money.
So this thing, you mentioned independent, being an independent woman. Don't you feel that more, I mean, in this day and time, that independent tag has been misconstrued? In the sense that everybody, I mean, we are all vying to be independent on our own. But some people also say, sometimes you have to lean into your softness a bit as a woman. They talk, oh, allow yourself to be pampered, allow yourself to be this, that.
Oh, that, yes, that is not the kind of independence I'm talking about. Like making my own money. No, anything I want, I should be able to get it. If somebody wants to give me, that's fine too. But I always want to make sure that I'm secured, I'm safe. There's money in the bank, the business is running, this is going on. At any point, if I want to disappear, I have enough money to disappear, or I have enough power to. You don't want to call somebody every time and say, I need to get this, I need to, no. I want to be in charge. I've always been in charge. That's all I know. So yes.
We've seen creatives who have, I mean, gone beyond their prime, and later on have to come back, pleading for funds and
I know, right?
helping. But what did you do right? Well, let me say wrong. It definitely has to be something
right
you did right.
Or wrong. Yes. I didn't give up. I didn't give up. But like I said, back in the days, how music was made, if you don't have proper education about the business, you will end up begging, because the money comes before you become a star. So you don't, and if you are coming from a very broke background and money, you just make money like that, you start spending and not listening, and the fame is coming and you are traveling, you feel like every day a bibeba. It's no education at all. I don't even know how to put it.
So did you get someone to guide you through? Oh, you need to save a bit. You need to do this.
No, nobody would. At that point, nobody would tell you. Everybody is coming after you for the money too. You hang out, you spend, you're going shopping, you spend with friends. So everything you do is right. Even when you insult we are in traffic and you say, oh, you insult somewhere, they will laugh and hail you. Nobody will tell you the truth. And if there's one person somewhere watching comes to tell you, they will gang up on the person and call the person a hater, and you will join in too. So you will end up being a beggar, because it will be all about the party. But now things are different. Yeah, things are different.
With streaming sites and everything, so I mean,
yes,
making in revenue as and when.
Yes, but back in the days, the way money is being made, a lot of people ended up, but I never gave up. I'm always pushing. Sometimes you have to lobby for your own shows, places that people don't want to see. You want to go there and be nice and make sure that you get something out of it. So, but most of the artists in my days, they gave up. Once they grant one interview and it is trending negatively, they just say, oh,
I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah, but I never give up. I keep going. And if I realize it's going to get harder and I have some small money, I invest in small businesses, like a boutique, like a salon, nail shop. I have done all of these things small, without people knowing. And when you realize that, okay, things are working, you go back, you do one music, you keep. I didn't give up. And funny enough, any news about MzBel is a big deal. So it also helped in a way. Yeah.
I mean, you've done so well for your brand. Talking about the relevance up until now, sustaining that brand, the name and everything.
And that is because I was always myself. And I wasn't myself because I believed that being myself would take me somewhere. It was because I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything about the craft. I didn't know that, oh, when you are going on this show, you have to wear makeup, you have to look this way. I just feel free. I was just going with the flow. So it worked for me. Even though it looked bad out there, it worked for me because I was always myself. So I was able to go anywhere, anytime to work without thinking that, oh, me a star. So until recently. So in a way, what kept me going and all over the place still is the fact that I was myself 100% all the time. I never faked. And a lot of people could relate with that.
So talking about faking, I mean, there are some who say fake it till you make it.
Sometimes it works. But then after you make it, when people realize that you faked it, you lose it all.
So you just have to stick to your true self.
Yes. So if all you have to make is 50, you know you made this 50 genuinely. You don't make 100 and then everybody found out this is how you made 100, and then now you start losing it gradually. So fake it till you make it. It works sometimes,
but not for everyone.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I like to keep it real.
Now let's talk about the music industry. Let's just touch a bit on it. How are you when you sit back? What do you think it stands now?
Our industry, people keep saying we don't have an industry. From where I am now, I think we've done well. We've done very well. People actually invest into training their voices, working out to look good, getting involved in new things. And although Nigeria is ahead of us in many ways, I think we if we keep it the way we are going, we will get there. And
when people, I mean, some have also lamented the incidents of social media, the likes of TikTok and everything, talking about the impact it has on our industry.
It has rather helped us.
You think it has helped?
Yeah, with this dance challenge. Before, when you record the song, you come out with a new song, you have to go everywhere with it yourself. Go to pubs, go to restaurants, to the beach, radio, TV. Now you don't have to do much of that. You put it out there on social media and people come up with a dance and it's a hit. It's all over the place. It goes everywhere. I see Ghanaian songs with Dubai dancers. Kiddy was in India. Yeah, so like I said, the way things are going, if they keep it like that, we will be on the same level as Nigeria.
What about the assertion that it's making some of these musicians lazy when it comes to promoting their songs?
There's nothing like being lazy. Music has to carry itself. It's a spirit. You can't carry spirit and introduce it to people. It's supposed to fly on its own. But unfortunately, it never used to work like that. But now that it's working, people are actually enjoying being musicians. All you have to do is sing. Sometimes I see people put camera on their faces and do a cappella. And it's before you realize people are duetting or TikTok. It's viral on TikTok. So I think social media is actually helping. People are not being lazy. You can't be lazy if you are a true musician. You can be sleeping and still be coming up with great ideas. All you have to do is just put it out there. And now we have a platform to put it out there. You don't have to walk all over the place just for one. I'll go here, my new song. Who me? Share. No. It's not like, so musicians are not being, you can't be lazy as a musician. It just doesn't happen.
So, I mean, you've been running a business, running your brand, managing all these. What is that advice, I mean, business advice, or let me say financial advice, you give to anyone running a business or running businesses like yours?
You have to be disciplined and you have to create your own formula that is comfortable for you to follow, and you don't have to give up easily. You always have to keep pushing. And if you want to invest into businesses to make like restaurants and pubs, you always have to save. What I've realized about pubs that are falling apart, I have some celebrity friends who had pubs. They don't save. They just walk into the restaurant or the bar and say, how much money have you made? Give me 1,000. They collect and put in their pockets. And then within a short period of time, it disappears. You have to save. You have to have your account right. I never employed an accountant, but I developed that skill on my own way. I think I should write a book.
Probably.
Not that kind of book.
Yeah. But which kind of book?
I am MzBel. I will write I am MzBel kind of book where you can develop your own skills to run your own business. You see, when you do things your own way, the way you understand, it's comfortable and easy. But if you want to follow how everybody is doing it, you must have an accountant. The accountant says it has to be done this way. I mean, for government's sake, certain things are supposed to follow, but you should have your own flexible way of running your business. And it has worked for me. It will work. You have to be very disciplined. And you should never give up. Businesses like this, they go up. When they go up, they are very, very sweet. But when they drop to, it's very bitter. So you always have to be ready for the bitter side. So it's not so bitter. We are in our bitter season. So we are trying to organize shows, bring people out, because people are complaining, so it's hard to get people coming out to spend, eat, and to party. But once you come up with something that, you know, people are complaining about money. If they can come out and enjoy some good old high life music and hang out with friends and spend small, and yet that's bad. So you always have to have a strategy. You always have to save. You always have to be disciplined, and you always have to be ready, and don't give up.
But running a business in Ghana, considering the climate and everything, regulations, how has it been?
Yes, that's why I said we are in our
bitter season.
Because it's raining all the time.
Okay.
It's raining especially the playground.
Yeah.
It's an open space. So it's hard for people to come out. You have to be creative about it to get people coming out of their homes, even though it's raining. I think last week we had a holiday event here. It rained, but people still came because we put in some creative work. You know, we did some stuff, and it got people coming out of their homes to party with us. So, yes.
So did you also have that celebrity advantage, or you equally suffered some frustrations when you're sitting up?
I did from the beginning. When I announced it, everybody wants to see what MzBel has done. So they keep coming here. And those who have been looking for me for ages, who couldn't find me, they all started coming out. So I enjoyed it. I'm still enjoying it though.
Yeah, so
just that, like I said, the weather and the economy. Yeah. So we are there. We are actually there. I won't say we are getting there. We are there.
I know your pub runs, I think, from Wednesdays.
Wednesdays to Sunday.
Sundays.
Yeah, at 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Weekends is 12 midnight, and we are done. Yeah. Anytime you order food is there. Anytime. Unless we are closed.
I mean, so what's the aspiration? Should we see, look forward to you certain, or let me say, opening other branches?
Oh, there be.
You just want to keep this?
Where? This I'm trying to keep it nice. But this business is not easy. So if I can do that, but it means you have to be everywhere all the time. You can't open a pub or restaurant and leave it for someone to run as a manager or whoever. It won't go well. You have to be there all the time. So shout out to those who are running hotels, and I wonder how they do it. It's not easy. I'll not open another branch. I won't have the time.
I read somewhere that you were worth $1 million.
More than that.
Yeah, so what's your net worth looking like?
I don't want to put anything out there. I'm just okay. I can afford everything I need. It's good enough.
I mean, it's definitely more than $1 million. Yeah.
Even if it's $500,000, Ghana. I don't know how much I'm worth, but I know I'm worth more than $1 million. Yeah.
So what's that legacy you want to leave behind? What you want to be remembered for?
Hey, this is a huge question. I came, I saw, and I conquered. Yes. a strong Ghanaian artist. Yeah. I don't know. I enjoy being a mother, a good mother. I don't know. It's up to people, not up to me. I just want people to understand me and love me the way I am, so I can also love them the way they are. We don't have to pretend and be fake. And I believe if that goes on, one day they'll remember me for that. She was herself, the woman who was herself. All true. And the woman, no more papa.
Awesome. So, I mean, just to wrap it up, what's going to be your word of advice to anyone doing the watching? Or the people who misunderstand you?
Now I think they are trying to. Well, if you are watching me, I would say don't judge people based on what you hear. Make sure you always get to know people. And we should support each other. One thing I've realized is that when, and they will say, oh, it's done everywhere, but it's more in Ghana. When there's something negative about you, it goes faster and all over the place. They never let it go. But when it's positive, you have to beg, you have to push, you have to even actually beg people to share it. You know, we should learn to support positive. Negative sometimes is interesting, you know. It's good for our industry. People must hear of you. People must have perception. People must assume till they get to know. So it helps, but take it easy on us. Make sure you get to know people before you start insulting them and tagging them to things that are negative. We have feelings too. And also, I'm hoping to see everybody at Bella's part of not everybody, like 1,000 people.
Can you continue?
And please follow me if you're not following me. I'm on Instagram, MzBel Daily. I'm on Facebook, MzBel with a blue tick. Twitter, no. And TikTok to Goddess MzBel.
But thank you so much for letting
too.
us into your space and sharing all that with us. We're truly grateful.
Thank
the
you.
icon that you are, we celebrate you. And I just can wish you continued success in all your endeavors. Thank
you.
Yeah. So to you doing the watching, thank you so much for tuning in today. Yes, we talked to the ever graceful MzBel on Celeb Biz, and I hope you picked 1 or 2 lessons from that discussion. Thank you for tuning in. Until I come your way same time. My name, as always, is melodious.